A minute's silence to commemorate the lives lost in Paris, an attack that has heightened the anxiety of British Jewry. The Home Secretary and the Community Secretary attended the service not simply to show solidarity, but to calm nerves.
I know that many Jewish people in this country are feeling vulnerable and fearful, and you are saying that you are anxious for your families, for your children and yourselves. I never thought I would see the day when members of the Jewish community in the United Kingdom would say that they were fearful of remaining here in the United Kingdom. And that means that we must all redouble our efforts to wipe out anti-Semitism here in the United Kingdom.
In shops, synagogues, schools, there is a real sense of vulnerability. The community has its own group of trained national security volunteers who patrol the streets with the police. But since the events in France, they've had to be extra vigilant.
Just like I went shopping for challah in a Jewish supermarket on Friday, before Shabbat, so did they. I went in and came out alive, and they went in and unfortunately did not. And it's harrowing and scary, the fact that it's so close, but it doesn't matter how close it is. We're Jews, the threat is out there, the threat is so real.
It made me feel more vulnerable about going to kosher supermarkets, but that said, I positively did so. I refuse to be bowed down to extremists.
The threat has been there forever, and it will be there forever. It doesn't go away.
The attack on the kosher shop in Paris has panicked Jewish businesses in the UK. This is an email sent earlier in the week to the customers of one of the largest kosher supermarkets in Britain. It says staff have been clued into the circumstances and how to respond in emergency situations. Additionally, our CCTV is being upgraded to a very high level, viewable on and off premises. Further measures are being taken at securing emergency exits, and a high number of staff will be carrying walkie-talkies so that an emergency situation can be rapidly communicated.
Obviously, after what happened in Paris, you're beginning to get British Jews asking, will I be safe going to synagogue or going to a Jewish shop? Will my children be safe in a Jewish school? And that kind of thing is absolutely inevitable. I hope it will dissipate soon. But there can be no doubt that there's an anxiety now among British Jews, which is pretty much at a record high within my life.
A YouGov poll last week suggested that nearly half the population of Britain holds views that are anti-Semitic. And that's why the Secretaries of State stood shoulder to shoulder with leaders from the Jewish community here to show they understand the scale of the prejudice they face. Richard Suchet, Sky News.